Hi Leo, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. Leo, when I was pre-shuffling the cards, I did see the Ten of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck was the Empress. I don't know if some of you right now are experiencing pain or going through an ending or something painful. Could be someone close to you. Empress energy could be Libra, Taurus, could also be a mother person in your life, so it could be your literal mother. You might resonate as being the Empress. Ten of Swords can talk about that you're coming to the end of a painful experience, or there's a painful ending that you might be going through at this time. Could also be, though, that it's showing up as we approach the full moon in Taurus. Maybe there's something that you're willing or ready to let go of. Perhaps there's some sort of release here that's coming up for you, or it's the opportunity for it, Leo. If you don't know, my name is Karen and I post full comprehensive readings on this channel every 2 weeks. I also do a ton of bonus readings, so definitely get that notification bell lit. And Leo, if you haven't subscribed, I really encourage you to do that, as well as liking and commenting. It shows the algorithm that you're enjoying the readings, and also will really make sure that you and I, our energies, do connect. Without further ado, Leo, we are going to get on with it. Okay, so this particular full moon, super full moon in Taurus, the Taurus energy really does connect to stability and security, and often prosperity. So it can be a time where we're looking at our money, we're looking at our career sometimes. It can really connect to that Venetian energy of our material world. So you might be doing a bit of a review of that. And certainly November offers all that opportunity. We've got lots of retrogrades happening in November. So I tend to think retrograde time, particularly with so many planets retrograding, I feel like, the universe is saying it's time for everyone to slow down, to take a bit of a break. Which, when you think about it, it's November. We've all been busting our bajungi all year. And I don't know about you, Leo, but I'm getting very tired, and I wouldn't say burnt out, but I'm kind of approaching that. I feel like that Nine of Wands energy. So tell me in the comments if you feel similar. So I feel with the retrogrades, it's the opportunity to slow down, to take a breath, to do a bit of a stock take, Leo. Have a look at your life. And particularly I feel with that Taurus energy, it could be around your goals and aspirations in terms of your money and your career. How are you tracking? Are you happy with the progress? Are there some tweaks, Leo? Are there some new goals that you want to stretch towards? We're going to see what's going to come through in the reading. Let's begin. Okay, I do see a Leo or a cross watcher who might recently have established some boundaries. So whether you've had the boundaries placed on you, Leo, or you've placed them with another person, I feel like someone, and I'm really leaning to you, because the Strength card shows the infinity symbol, which is your major arcana. And you can see in this particular deck, you can see the infinity symbol. So I'm picking up here that I've got a Leo who is choosing self. I don't know why you feel the need to have walls up or boundaries established, but you've obviously done it for a reason, Leo. So I feel you're prioritizing self, which I totally support. But we're going to shuffle some cards and see what's going to come through today. What might be the energy for Leo? Wow, that was pretty fast. 2 cards came out together. The first one, Leo, was travel. So you might be thinking that it's time to travel. You might be planning a trip for next year. You might have travel on your mind. You might be traveling in November. All of those elements could be true. It's a general reading, so be different for everyone, but there's a strong theme around travel. Now, I also had the card that says beauty. Often this shows up when you can see this person's looking in the mirror. And for me, more often than not, it shows up when someone's maybe needing to show themselves more love, less criticism. This is about choosing to see the beauty and not the imperfection. So whether it's you being hard on yourself or you being hard on others, this is about knowing we are all beautifully imperfect, Leo. And it's about choosing to see the beauty in your life, in you, in others. But I feel at the moment, some of you might be looking at your appearance and you're not happy with it. I mean, maybe there's just something where you're wanting a change. Maybe you're like, you know what, I want to cut my hair short, or I want to shave my beard off, or, you know, I just want to do something different. So that you could be thinking about making some changes to your appearance. And maybe there is this desire to break out here and to do something different, and travel could form part of that. For a lot of you, that is what your intent is. And I feel a lot of you in November will be thinking about 2026. And one of the things you want to manifest for a lot of you is a trip or travel. Let's get one more, please, for Leo. Home. Okay. Tell me in the comments if some of you, a home is a goal. Perhaps it's to pay off a home. It might be to purchase a home. It might also be to renovate a home. Maybe it's to return home and see family and friends. But home, travel, and beauty are the themes showing up for Leo today. With make a wish, Leo. This is about knowing that you can make anything happen. And even when I showed you that boundaries card and it connected to the infinity symbol, that's about infinite potential. And it's about you realizing that you are the creator and the magician of your life, Leo. And if you want something, you're going to get it. So I feel like you are using the law of attraction right now. Let's take a look at the Moonology. They're telling you, Leo, to have faith in your dreams. So it's definitely not a time to give up. Some of you might be feeling frustrated that something's not happening or happening quickly enough. Choose faith, Leo, not fear. Let's see what's going to come through the Moonology today for Leo. Two more shuffles. Oh, okay, maybe not. It says emotions are running high, supermoon, and we have a full moon in Taurus, a supermoon, full moon in Taurus. So yeah, like maybe it's going to really affect your emotions, Leo. Just giving you a heads up. It does all of us. But for some reason, you saw the way it shot out. It could be a really emotional week for some of you. Let's grab two more from this deck. Now, are these happy emotions? Or are they maybe a different set of emotions, Leo? You're going to know what is being triggered during this full moon. There is something that's coming to a conclusion. Now, I did see the Ten of Swords with the Empress, so whether or not there is an ending here, it does say there's something coming to a conclusion during this super full moon in Taurus. We have the end of a rough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Some of you, this is like a painful 10-year cycle or a really challenging one, like rough. 10 of Swords can be rough. So you might have gone through some adversity and maybe even some painful experiences, but the universe does want you to rise up here, and they're wanting you to be authentically you, because we've got here, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius, and it's next to a Leo card of confidence is the key to your success. New moon in Leo. All right, let's work with the next oracle. What do we have? That's interesting, because I was feeling that for everyone collectively with all of the retrogrades. It's a time for review and assessment. Be interesting to see if we see some sevens when I start pulling tarot, Leo. Some of you might be assessing a person or a situation. I feel like you're looking at something from a distance. You're observing something here. But I feel like you're observing it from a distance. Even the telescope is like zooming in, right? So there could be that you're looking at some aspect of your life or a situation with a person and you're really zooming into it, right? You're really trying to figure something out or assess something. And it is beside action. So whether or not you're assessing whether now is the time to act or take action, Leo. Now there could be someone assessing you from a distance, Leo, checking you out. You never know. Oh, okay, your cards are very, very jumpy today. Look at that. Two portals. Leo. Look at that. This suggests to me that some of you might be about to embark on a new journey or a new path in your life. Feels like there's some sort of elevation to achieving it, or to like moving in that direction, because you can see this person is looking up and they're seeing how high something is. In other words, there's an elevation or a climb. So assessing, looking up. I feel like you're looking at something from a distance and trying to figure out maybe whether you should go down that path, but it feels like there's a stretch for you, Leo. There's definitely some sort of new beginning coming through for the Leo collective. Wow. Look at this. I'll tell you right now, you guys, want you to focus on seeing the beauty and not the imperfection. I don't know what area it is in your life, whether you're really being harsh critic on yourself right now, or even others, or you're needing to choose that high vibration of gratitude and appreciation. Definitely, I feel like some of you could be shifting things up in terms of your appearance. I really feel, or even your home, like you might be making some changes around your home, your aesthetic, either in your environment or you, Leo. One more. Some of you might have a desire to work in the beauty industry in some way, shape or form. Now we've got balance. I really feel if you are, say for example, you're frustrated with your well-being, and you might be saying, you know what, I'm not feeling good about myself, and I know what the issue is, right? Because that's in the extreme. I need to moderate or find more balance. So it could be in your diet, in your exercise regime, lack of sleep. Like I feel like there's an area where you know something's out of balance. And for a lot of you, it's around you. Okay, because you can see this person's looking in the mirror. So I like it. I feel like you're seeing something. You're ready to make some sort of positive change around achieving balance. Let's work with tarot now. What's it going to tell us, Leo? Queen of Cups next to a Six of Pentacles. Wow, that's a generous soul. Now, if this is you, you're showing up as being compassionate and philanthropic. This is a person who is giving to those in need. Some of you do charity work, volunteer work. Yeah, I feel like you feel others' pain, like suffering. It's like you want to heal the world. Like I just feel there's this thing where you can't stand by and just watch people suffer or go without. Like I feel like your heart aches and you've like got to help. Now the Queen of Cups, you might want to work in some sort of field where you're serving others. You know, you're trying to uplift others. So it could be a healing career. It could be, you know, in the medical profession. It could be a charity worker. Like this is what I'm picking up here, Leo. I feel like there's acts of service, and I've never really said that before with this combination. You might have a strong water placement, but you know, this equally could be someone that's showing you care and compassion and support at a difficult time. You're going to know. Let's see, Leo. First three cards, please, for the Leo collective. What would you like to show them today, Leo? Two more. One more. All right, Leo, we have, bottom of the deck, a ton of possibility. Seven of Cups. Now, isn't it interesting? You know, when I started doing the readings this morning and I thought about all the retrogrades, and I just had this sense that I was going to see a lot of sevens today. Because sevens for me, very spiritual number, and it's often a spiritual quest, but it can be a point of reflection. You know, and I've seen the Seven of Cups. Some of you, you know, the assessment is around either your dreams or relationships, I'm going to say. Some of you could be exploring your options romantically. There could be something that you could be imagining something at the moment. Like you could be in this dream state. You might be dreaming at the moment, looking at the possibilities in your life. All right, let's get the first three. But there is an abundance of possibility. King of Cups. Yeah, there's something about the heart. And isn't that interesting? Because I had the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You know, King and Queen of Cups, what a beautiful match. If it's romantically, friendship, even, yeah, definitely someone is vibrating here from a place of compassion and love. Leo. Page of Swords, another assessing card. Leo, are you watching and assessing from the sidelines a situation or a person? Are you analyzing something at the moment? Are you searching for information or clarity? Let's get one more. Leo. We actually got Justice energy. Justice is major arcana for Libra. And it does, obviously, it's a card of karma, you know, that our actions have consequences, whether that be positive or negative. So justice is showing up here. I don't know if your desire is to achieve balance or justice in a situation. I mean, you've got balance and justice showing up. No, justice can connect to legal situations, contracts. Let's get the next three for Leo. You might be trying to figure out how to get justice or achieve a good outcome. Leo. One more, please. Okay, what do we have? Bottom of the deck, I've got a Page of Pentacles. Behind it is an anxious warrior, Nine of Swords. Someone up in their head and not sleeping well. All right, let's see. Someone could be fearful about initiating something new. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, Leo, let's get the heartbeat of your reading today. Queen of Cups. Oh, so nice. Let's get one more, please. Two people showing up in their cups. There's a lot of love in the Leo reading. Wow, okay. So I've got three more cards to get, but let me just show you already, Leo. Look at all the heart chakra activity showing up in the Leo reading today. Isn't it interesting? No fire so far. Unusual for you. So there could be, when I see a couple, it could be a relationship here, particularly with the Knight of Cups, because that's my romantic knight. Now, when I see a King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, you know, this can talk about a new romantic cycle. Could be a new relationship or a new partnership forming. It doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you, it can be. Let's get the last three. Leo, what are the last three cards for Leo? So when you see King and Queen of Cups, it really leans towards relationships for me. So there's some sort of connection here, mutual feelings. Leo. One more shuffle. All right, there it is. I did see that in your pre-shuffle. I'm going to hedge my bets. There's been some sort of relationship dynamic of some kind. And there's been either an ending between you and someone, Leo, or a painful experience, or someone felt stabbed in the back. I feel like someone wants to repair what they've done. Because the Knight of Cups is a person wearing their heart on their sleeve, like they're taking action from their heart. It's like it's a pure intention. Maybe their intention is to bring something back into balance or to repair a situation. Could be through an act of kindness or an act of love. Let's get the last three, Leo. Leo. I don't think I've seen this much cup energy in your reading in quite some time. Different for you, Leo. I like it. Two more, please. Lots of emotions. I can see why you had emotions are running high. Another 7. I was feeling it. There's definitely assessment going on. There's been a period of overthinking and assessment. I reckon someone kept themselves stuck for quite some time. Ruminating, overthinking, considering the possibilities. 7 of Cups. So we had assessing, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. All cards of assessing, Leo. So either you or another person has been assessing a situation for some time, I think. And now someone's taking action. Knight of Cups. They're ready to either make amends, bring balance or healing to a situation, to repair a situation, or even to maybe express love or even an apology. Okay, let's get the last 3. Leo. And it's interesting because you had confidence is the key to your success. And even then, show the real you, right? You can see she's pouring water, which is emotion, love. So I feel like that Knight of Cups is about showing love and being vulnerable. I'm hearing someone's going to be vulnerable. 2 of Pentacles. Let's get 2 more today for Leo. Now with 2 beauty cards here, someone could be admiring someone, you know. There could be like someone seeing how beautiful someone is, how kind, how nurturing. 1 more please for Leo. The moon. So the full moon is going to be significant. So this full moon eclipse, Cancer and Pisces energy for me, is going to have a situation be emotional. There's emotion attached to a situation in your life, Leo. King and Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. There's the opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. A start over, a do-over, I just heard. Okay, some of you, there's the opportunity for a do-over. I'm not saying you're all getting back with exes. It could be making amends with someone. I feel like someone's been resisting it because the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, strong earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, can be stubborn, guys. Like 4 of Pentacles, they're not giving, right? They're like, protective. I feel like there's a person who has worked hard to get to where they are. Like they feel safe and protected. Like their stability and security is really important to them. Someone's showing up vulnerable and someone's showing up not as vulnerable. 4 of Pentacles, right? Closed off. So there could be another person here assessing a situation. You or them, trying to determine, should I take this risk? Should I walk this new path? Can you see that, Leo? You've got 3 references to new beginnings and new path. Now, the moon often shows up when we get these sorts of readings because it triggers our fears. When there's a lack of clarity, in other words, the future is uncertain, fear rises to the surface, emotion rises to the surface. And really what the universe is saying, take a leap of faith, I got you. You'll be all right. No risk, no reward here. Leo, you are the cross watcher needs to hear this. Someone needs to follow their heart. I'm pretty sure you've had this message with me before, Leo. Now, for a lot of you, this is relationship based of some kind. Or it's covering off the masculine and the feminine, Leo, and it's about pursuing a dream and following your heart in a situation. But because I've got the home card, yeah, I'm really leaning to the fact that some of you, this could be either a family relationship, a romantic relationship, something like that. So definitely a time to choose faith, not fear. Emotions will be running high, but these seem like positive. I mean, how can you not say that these emotions running high are not positive? Some of you could feel like really surprised, but also really happy with what's about to manifest. I feel this week, I'm really leaning to this week. Either you, Leo, or someone else is going to take a risk. They're going to be bold. They're going to make the first move, and it's love, or it's an apology, or it's an offer of some kind. They're going to face their fears and do it anyway. Exciting, Leo. I want to know how this all manifests. Is this a new relationship that someone's taking a risk towards? Is it a new contract? Is it a new business partnership? Is it pursuing a new path, a new dream? Either way, face your fears and do it anyway. God bless you, Leo. Love you lots. Bye, guys.